When you see things like sailboats in the distance, cobblestone floors, and structures that, well, look like this, you'd begin to think,
Where is she? And where's she taking us?
did she finally take us overseas? Are we in Europe? Is this Spain? I see a romantic garden, marble statues, and crystal blue waters.
Did you lock in your answers? You'll find out in a few seconds. If you said, oh, she finally took us overseas and to Sevilla, or wow, she's in Salamanca, you'd only be half right.
The Vanderbilt Museum and Planetarium in Long Island, only an hour and a half away from Manhattan, is a unique combination of mansion, marine and natural history museum, planetarium, and park. It makes for a good day trip on a lovely sunny day like today.
I'm having another one of those Alice in Wonderland moments.
This elegant Spanish Revival mansion, known as Eagle's Nest, was once the home of William Kissam Vanderbilt II. This 43-acre property overlooks Northport Bay and the Long Island Sound. Every curve and arch guides you to a new entrance. The terracotta roof tiles provide the right earthy and rustic tones, and not to mention the white stucco exterior and walls, giving it a beautiful aged look. It's all so elegant and, more importantly, accurate. I can stand in this courtyard all day and play pretend, but as much as I'd like to think I'm in Spain again, we've got more to see. William Kissam Vanderbilt was Cornelius Vanderbilt's great-grandson, and Eagle's Nest was his summer home. It was built in 1910 and made to be a small English cottage. But 30 years later, it adopted a different style. The designers, Warren and Wetmore, took inspiration from the architecture of Spain and northern Africa and fashioned the mansion with ironwork made by master craftsman Samuel Yellen.
You want to know something else about this home? It has 24 bedrooms.
The mansion's living quarters offers an intimate look at the life of a privileged family from the Jazz Age through the Second World War. The rooms are as William and Rosamond Vanderbilt left them, filled with priceless art, furnishings, and personal possessions. When visitors walk through the Vanderbilt mansion, they enter a living museum, an enchanting time capsule of a vanished era.
We could have a video game and pizza night every night, and it will be on me.
If I owned a home with that many rooms, then my family and friends would never have to rent a hotel or Airbnb to come visit me. Eagle's Nest was and still is a grand mansion, but Mr. Vanderbilt crafted his majestic playground for other purposes. Here we are at the museum.
As we venture into the habitat room, we'll find that we are met with a giant whale.
He wanted space to showcase his collections from his travels as well as natural history and cultural specimens.
This is what the Long Island marshes used to look like, before people showed up. Okay, so this is the Vanderbilt's collection on things they discovered in the Galapagos Islands. And as we can see, this is the Cuban group. And I'm really mesmerized with that bird all the way back there. Is that bird actually a pastel bird, or is that just the light hitting it? Next, we find ourselves in the stall wing. I wish I could say more about the moose and deer heads. I don't see any panels for them, but for some reason, at one point I had a dream to have a beach house, but with one room dedicated to rustic design. Like, for some reason, I just wanted a room with a moose, and I'll take this guy. I'm bringing this guy home with me, and I'm gonna hang him on my wall. I know I've got a big head, but I know that my big head would fit in his mouth. Lastly, in this area, we got this guy. It's about like 85 degrees out today. I know that's not the hottest, but I'd actually love to be in the snow with this guy. He looks so friendly and cuddly. He'd rip me to shreds. So now we came back up the stairs and we find ourselves in the nursery room. And wow, there are lots of old and sophisticated paintings. I wish I was this sophisticated. And at the far end of the nursery wing, I can't believe it, they have their very own wishing well. I wish I brought a quarter with me to make a wish. You know what? That's okay. My wishes are in here.
So it turns out that I mixed up the Hall of Fishes and the Habitat Room. The Hall of Fishes is a marine biology collection with actual preserved fish in a different house on the property.
Land ho! Let's take a break and enjoy the view, shall we?
And ironically, I decide to go towards the water.
I wish I had something to drink right now. Huh? Huh, what do you know?
After this little break, it's time to abandon the Earth and reach for the stars. The Reichert Planetarium opened its doors to the public in 1971 and is considered an enhancement to the mansion as it has the most technologically advanced theater of its kind on Long Island. In 2013, the planetarium, along with its theater, underwent a $4 million renovation, complete with 147 oversized comfort seats, a powerful 5.1 surround sound system, and one of the finest star projector and full dome video projection systems in the world. The theater includes a Gemini Star 3 system that projects a hyper-realistic starry sky that smoothly blends with the full dome video system, allowing audiences to experience what it's like to travel to outer space.
Tell your dad to forget his dream trip to Hawaii.
Because you're going to visit Neptune, there's plenty of water there. Cancel your road trip to the Adirondacks. Why go to the mountains to get a good view of the moon when you can go to the moon?
Cancel your plans to go skydiving in New Zealand.
Why go there when you can get the same adrenaline by jumping into a black hole?
Too much? You know I was just kidding.
Maybe I took travel across the universe a little too literally, but you can't blame me. This is some fascinating stuff. Speaking of interesting stuff, the planetarium has a rooftop observatory, and it's open to the public every Friday night. And guests can look into the Vanderbilt's 16-inch Meade reflecting telescope and examine the night sky. Well, with the guidance of astronomy experts.
I'm having fun, but I want to go home. I want to go back to my own planet. Oh, well, it looks like we're back on Earth, and that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.